Every new year, people make resolutions and they always escape us. I'm Falcon, and today, gameranx brings you 10 New Year's resolutions that gamers just never accomplish. Number 10, playing all those games you bought on the Steam sale. They were so cheap, so tantalizing. It seemed like a great idea, and you'll be spoiled for choice from now on. But now that you've bought 46 games for the price of one, you have 46 games. You don't have time for 46 games. No one has time for 46 games, at least to play on a serious basis. It's a lofty goal. We can't sit here and say it's anything other than that, and it's not one a lot of us accomplish, because those Steam sales, my library is a lot bigger than it should be. Number 9, saving up enough money to buy that epic gaming PC. Because let's not forget, those things are not cheap. It's not like you can just get up one day and say, all right, it's time to do it. No, for most of us, it requires a very disciplined time of at least a few months, carefully, quietly not buying things, saying, it's all going to pay off. It is. It's all going to pay off when I buy this PC. And it's also kind of, well, nearly impossible. There's places to go, people to see, foods to eat, Steam sales to completely wipe out your wallet and never play half the games. You know, it's tough. And just because you don't have a great PC doesn't mean you don't want to play the games. A lot of people settle for less than awesome frame rates because they don't want to miss something. And to be fair, those people are awesome. Number 8, not falling for hype. I have talked specifically about hype culture and about how it's bad for people. It places all of the importance on launch day and none of the importance on delivering an experience that can last. Hype is both why we're disappointed and why we're given disappointing things. But it's so hard not to get excited. And when you get excited, it's so hard not to get sucked up in. People get caught up in this stuff, and it's not their fault. They're excited and happy. That being said, if there's one New Year's resolution that gamers never accomplish that they could maybe try a little bit harder to, this one would probably be the one I'd pick to do that with. Number 7, quit spending so much time in that one game you really, really like and try something new. This kind of couples itself nicely in with number 10. If you get into something, it's often hard to stay away from it, and it keeps you away from new experiences. This is kind of the problem with nostalgia. A lot of people try to talk about it, and they fail to really hit why it's something that people need to actually actively care about. It's important to experience new things, not just for the health of the industry as a whole, but for your own mental health. It's great to find something new that's awesome and then get completely absorbed in that and ignore everything else. Number 6, achieve a high rank in a competitive online game. A lot of the time, you get really, really into the idea of becoming, say, a legendary Eagle Master in the next season of CSGO, or Challenger in League of Legends, for instance. Let's say you're a good player, but you're planning on ranking yourself along with the best. You can train, you can play, you can get better, you can improve, you can take the bull by the horns. You know, the only way to become a pro is to start playing like a pro, like it's a job. But then you start to realize, I don't really like jobs. I used to play this for fun. Not everybody's cut out to be a professional gamer. It sounds like a really awesome job. But you also have to remember those people are not playing it for fun. They're playing it because it is their livelihood. They depend on being an absolute top tier gamer, one of the best, to eat. It's their livelihood, bro. Are you going to get that good? Are you going to spend the time necessary? Well, this video is called 10 New Year's Resolutions Gamers Never Accomplish, so you tell me. Number 5, starting to actually get more achievements in new games or the highest rankings in all the missions. Just generally going out of your way to experience it at the highest skill level. Finding some achievements is not necessarily something that you can do quickly. A lot of them are very detail-oriented, to say the very least. And sometimes it's just a lot more fun to get through the entire narrative and see the ending. And not every game is a narrative-based game. Sometimes you just want to get to some sort of a payoff. I get it. And it's not like you really actually get anything for all those achievements. You just get to say that you got the achievements. That being said, it's not useless or anything. It's nice to say to yourself, I actually managed to do this. Number Number 4, to stop trading in or selling games and actually build a collection. Now, I'm gonna be right out when I say this. It's not really a big deal not to have a collection, but it's often a big deal how low of a price you get for something that you spent $60 on. I get that game trading outposts need to make money. Yes, that's true. But it is just a little on the gross side when you take in a 3-month-old game and they're like, here's $13. Number 3, finally putting together that dream gaming room. Whether it's one with a big trophy case or just one with a nice comfy chair, we all have different goals for the dream gaming room, but we also often never do it. It takes time, it takes money, and when your schedule is already stressed to just play the games in the first place, slotting in working on a whole new room for it, it's not always the most easy prospect. Number 2, going to more conventions, like BlizzCon, PAX, Gamescom, etc. These are gaming events that are in their own ways all part of the lifeblood of gaming. That being said, you get so much out of going to one of these events. There's a sense of community, a sense of having more knowledge of what's going on within this little world that you're a part of, and most of us never go. It's not easy to allocate the funds and the vacation time necessary to fly somewhere and hang out for a few days. And finally, number 1, doing a cosplay costume of your favorite character. So let's just say this right out. There's no shame in cosplay, and it's a very difficult thing to accomplish. If people think like, it's just dressing up in a costume, it's because people don't give a shit. It's not just dressing up in a costume. And you can tell they're these intricate, amazing, artistic interpretations of characters. And when you see the really good ones walking around, it's like, wow, that's awesome. Like, some people are truly like gifted in that area. They're very good at creating incredibly elaborate, detailed costumes, and I don't got time for that shit. What's a New Year's resolution you're going for this year, and do you think you're actually gonna do it? This should be interesting. Meet me in the comments. I want to hear so badly. If you are not subscribed to gameranx, now would be a wonderful time to do just that. We upload brand new videos every single day of the week, and we thank you very much for watching this one. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at FalconTheHero, and we'll see you next time right here on gameranx.